Indian history, ancient India. We first know about the early man. Early man means ancient man. According the fossils of the early man, early human being that was found in Africa about 2.6 million years back. But there are no such evidence in India. But some recent artifacts from the Bori in Maharashtra shows the human being in India was around 1.4 million years ago. So it appears that India was inhabited later than Africa. So we have to remember 2.6 million years. And the country Africa. And second one we have to remember 1.4 million years ago. The artifacts of the Bori, the state of Maharashtra. We have to remember this thing that is the important for us. Now the evolution of the earth crust shows four stages. The fourth stage was too much important for the analysis about the early man. So the fourth stage for study purpose, for analysis purpose, divided into the two parts. That is the Pleistocene and Holocenes. Pleistocene's most recent, we can say most recent, and Holocenes, that is the present. So it is very clear the man appeared on the earth in the early Pleistocene. The early man in India on that time using stone tools that was roughly dressed, crude clipping, so basically according to the tools of stone, the period known as the Stone Age. So that was divided into the following stage. Number one, Paleolithic or Old Stone Age. Second, Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age. Third one, Neolithic or New Stone Age. So first we understand the Paleolithic age, that is the 5 lakh BC to 9000 BC. So we have to remember basically in this the earth crust, the evolution of earth crust. The fourth stage was the important for the analysis of the early man. And now the fourth stage was divided into two stages, that was the Pleistocene's most recent and the Holocene, that is the present. So we have to remember these two things, Pleistocenes and Holocenes. So it is very clear the man appeared on the earth before early of the Pleistocenes. Now we have to remember the tools of the stone. The tools of the stone of the early man was the roughly dressed and crude clipping. So according to the tools of the stone, that was the evidence, that was the foolproof evidence. So from that tools, this period is therefore known as the Stone Age. So the Stone Age divided in the three parts. We have to remember to this. That is the Paleolithic or Old Stone Age, the Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age, and the Neolithic or Stone Age. So now the Paleolithic age, that is the 5 lakh BC to 9000 BC, the period between the 5 lakh BC to 9000 BC. So now we will understand the Paleolithic age, details about the Paleolithic age. I am telling you very briefly about the ancient India. There are many big literature, many large literature, a large literature available in books and in the, you can say, in internet. You can search from Google, you will get all the details. But I am telling, I am discussing about that which you have to know, which is the too much important for everybody. So I am coming on the topic of Paleolithic age. The Paleolithic culture of India developed in the Pleistocene period or the Ice Age. It seems that Paleolithic men belong to the Negrito race, that is the Homo sapiens, first appeared towards the end of this phase. Paleolithic men were hunters and food gatherers. They had no knowledge of agriculture, fire, or pottery. They used tools of unpolished rough stones and lived in cave rock shelters. They are also called quartzite men. Quartzite men. So now we have to know about the Paleolithic age. The Paleolithic age, in this age, the early men were hunters food gatherers. They have no knowledge of agricultures or fire or pottery. They use tools of unpolished rough stones and lived in cave rock shelters. They are also called quartzite. This age is divided into three phases according to the nature of the stone, tools used by the peoples, and change in the climate. So the number one, early lower Paleolithic, middle Paleolithic, upper Paleolithic. So phases of the Paleolithic age. Number phase, can understand the age early. In this, in this, they use the tools, hand axes, cleavers, and choppers. The climate was on that time, humidity decreased. The site we can see the Soon Valley in Punjab. Second one, the middle. In the middle, they use the tools, flax, blades, points, bores, and scrapers. Climate on that time was the further decrease in humidity. Valley of Soon, Narmada, and the Tungabhadra rivers. Upper Paleolithic, scrapers and boring. On that time of the climate was the warm climate, and the sites can see the caves and rock shelters of this age have been discovered at the Bhimbetka near Bhopal. So these are the some fact about the our ancient India, about the early man, and we understand the age, Paleolithic age. So very brief summary that is important to know the everybody. Thank you.